Hello, it's time to take a very special look at one very special layout I was very impressed with back at the Epping Model Railway Show in 2016. It's called Moonan Flats. It's O-scale, and it's doing something that I haven't seen many O-scale railways ever achieve. To get your head around the variations of O-scale, I will put a wiki link in this video down the bottom. It's worth the read. It's actually quite complex to get your head around. Well, it was for me. Some of the attributes to O-scale is it does present a nice large model train to look at. It does key into some vintage model railways as well, highly collectible, and I'd hate to think how much they're worth. And because of its size, it does create a layout that can often chew up a lot of real estate. One way around this, if you're presenting O-scale, is to present it as a shunting type of layout, but if you incorporate a turntable on the layout, even then you start to build a layout that can be quite large in size. There are some model railway enthusiasts who have a challenge and they make very short plank style layouts where you basically have a shunting yard and they put extreme detail into this very confined area. If this is done right, it can be as jaw-dropping and eye-popping as a very large layout which is smothered in tons of scenery and multiple beautiful trains running around keeping you amused. One thing I like about plank style layouts is often the drivers of those layouts are standing either in front of their layout or just behind, and they are kept very busy in entertaining you and often will engage with you as you're looking at their display. So let me read from the book I'm handed at the model train show about Moonan Flat. It's O-scale, 7mm, New South Wales. The town of Moonan Flat is located on the edge of the Barrington Tops in New South Wales, but the railway never got to town. I might slip in there, welcome to Australia where railways are second fiddle. Our fictional model railway depicts the end of the line that may have got to Moonan Flats delivering goods to the region and a regular passenger service to bring tourists to the Barrington Tops National Park. Moonan Flat is demonstrated at O-scale modelling in a space that could fit along the wall of an average home garage with a picture box style display and LED lighting. As part of making a small layout in a large scale, only part of the station yards are modelled with only 2 points. The rest of the railway is represented by a rotating sector plate that takes the place of 2 or 3 points and is a versatile storage area for the very ritzy model trains. A very important aspect to this off layout turntable is it can turn a whole train around, not just a single locomotive. It also allows the operator a choice of multiple trains to run into the layout for the next show. Now personally, I've never seen this style of layout before, and I thought this was a very clever idea to manipulate this very large scale railway. Okay, reading on in the book, it says also running the model railway is a bit like a puzzle. With the limited space, it can take some creative thinking to get the goods wagons shunted in the yard. Models and rolling stock are a combination of kit built and scratch built and RTR from various sources, old and new. I don't know what RTR means, maybe you can enlighten me there. Most of our locomotives are sound fitted and are digital command control, and I've got to say the sounds really made this railway. It was lovely to hear. It reads on and says there's the use of scale operating knuckle couplers plus traditional 3-link hook couplers, sometimes a little tricky to couple, but all part of the fun of model railways. And what I really liked about this railway was the operator, and I believe his name is Chris, was out the front there, and we had a good little chat as he was doing some train driving for me. In fact, he put on a fantastic show and really displayed this model in the best way he could. Moonan Flats, a very impressive model railway. The fact that it's O-scale, there are full trains being run here and they are being spun around and put back onto the layout. It's very novel, it's very clever. I know not everyone's into plank style layouts, but when they're done correctly and the detailing is great, you get a very different experience with these versus the larger layouts where the trains are running around on circuits. Curiously, this was part of the Platform 1 model railway community stand in a sense, and I remember at St Luke's there was a gentleman called Gary who presented that smaller scale plank layout that was also very awesome, so maybe there's some sort of peculiar link here. The owner and builder of Moonan Flats, a gentleman called Chris, has a Flickr page called Loco Chris. It's well worth going there and you'll see some photographs of this exhibit being built and all the secrets behind it, plus also some other amazing photographs of real trains and model trains. I can see what Chris likes, and what Chris likes is what I like, and I dare say it's what you like as well. Some great photographs of model railway exhibits plus real trains. I'll put a link to Chris's Flickr page, which is called Loco Chris, in the info area of this video. Well, I have to admit, as I'm getting older, I'm gravitating more towards those larger scale trains. O-scale, there's something about O-scale that's just fantastic. It's very adult in a sense, and I dare say you need some dollars to come and play O-scale. I hope you really enjoyed my view of Moonan Flats. If you're going to Model Railway show in Australia, keep your eye out for it. You never know, it may be there.